Submitted for your approval. A fan-based show who encompasses the multi-twined multiverse of superheroes, villains, sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and action comedy. All whose genesis stems from the printed page of the comic book. At the logo streaming towards your head, you've just entered into Comics, Cons, and Beyond. All right, welcome to Comics, Cons, and Beyond, boys and girls. I'm your host, Lawrence. With me, as usual, is
Adam.
Jeremy.
Bob.
Let's keep it rolling. What do we got?
Okay, so this one isn't exactly DC, per se.
That's all right. We'll forgive you this
You
time.
forgive me this time.
This time.
Sure.
But this one, actually, no, it is entirely DC. So, as you may have known, whatchamacallit, the game came out by Telltale Games, the same people who gave us The Walking Dead. And it's actually a really cool concept. I didn't think you could do a Batman series with the Telltale style of games, where it's like an action novel, I guess is the best way to describe it. But they actually did a cool job. It's a great concept. I don't want to spoil too much, but pretty much you get to see the Joker in a not so crazed, manic environment. It's actually kind of like, I almost want to say a safe place. Don't worry, he's still manipulative and he's the Joker at all times. He's a monster, but it's weird to see him how he relaxes in a day. And of course, you're locked in the facility with him, so it's a really cool concept. Also seen without the makeup and things like that. His face is still pale.
Do the players get a safe word as well?
I hope so. What do you think it would be like? No, there's no good clown jokes. Just a honk. That is just honking nose. Puddin'. Harley Quinn, how I love you.
A mention of, or in my opinion, Thor. The trailer did wind up
That
releasing.
was right. Yes,
So,
yes.
That was exciting.
It was very fun.
Yes. There's a lot of people that kind of seem that kind of have the take on the fact that it looks a little bit more like of Guardians of the Galaxy, which seems like that's also kind of gearing up towards anyway. So it's not surprising.
Yeah, and plus they're mixing in the Planet Hulk kind of look to it, and the Gladiator meeting between Hulk and should have been
Better A Bill,
but it's
Jeff Goldblum is a villain in it.
Yes.
Like, that's so awesome. I can't. Like, I actually don't really enjoy the Thor movies. I'm super excited about this one. And you're exactly right. Like, it's taken from Guardians, but I'm like, if it's a working dynamic, I don't know.
Well, I think that it makes sense though. I mean, we know what's all gearing up towards, and to kind of keep it just on Earth at this point is going to be kind of difficult, knowing that Thanos is going to enter the stage. Yep.
And I haven't read much Thor. Are most of Thor's storylines him out in space and things like that?
Unfortunately, I'm not too involved with Thor myself, but I mean, obviously, you do know that Beta Ray Bill was on an entirely different planet, so it's not like he's limited to Earth per se. I think it was probably just that
how he got his hammer.
Maybe like the movie that he agreed that he was going to wind up defending Earth specifically. So could be that.
Well, you may not be involved with Thor, but luckily Natalie Portman still is. So at least we got that going for us.
Any of you guys get to see the Teen Titans film that was recently released?
Judas Contract? No.
It's pretty awesome, actually, especially if you're a fan of. This is not the good example, right?
No,
not Teen Titans, but just normal Teen Titans.
Bad.
Normal Teen Titans. It is a great reference.
That's enough out of you, Remy. You see Remy shaking his head. He likes Teen.
It's because he's kind of dead inside. Not gonna lie.
That's true.
How you a person, but whatever.
Well, like I said earlier, it's bad when one show actually references another show in it.
Just to bring up the views, because it did. It spiked the views.
Yeah.
What else do we have on the news listing today?
For just DC, or can I expand outward onto
Yes, please.
We'll give it to you this time.
This one time.
Expand if you must.
So, one author and comic book writer, both book author and comic book author you're aware of, is Neil Gaiman. I'm mispronouncing his name, I know, but...
Is it Neil Gaiman?
Gaiman. It's written by...
Tomato.
Potato, potato.
So, his series, American God, is going to launch tomorrow, April 30th.
And that is also somebody's birthday.
I'm going to get old and die soon, so...
Yes, he is.
Better like now.
And we're helping him along his journey there.
Well, if you stop smoking.
Yeah, but all the cool kids are doing it. I haven't seen the cool kids, but I'm sure they're going to show up eventually and give me a cool leather jacket.
Wait, hold on. Adam doesn't smoke. He smolders.
You can't I like that.
Is that like you can't call someone fat? They're like pleasantly plump.
Something.
Oh no,
but,
homie,
or
this
big bone.
Big
This
bone.
is just me just gathering more mass so I can break out the atmosphere right now. So Neil Gaiman, there we go. That's what it was.
Yes, there we go.
So the American God series is going to launch tomorrow, which was originally a book, and now is going to be the television show. What's interesting, this might pave the way for a lot of people, even the writers who left the original project for the film of Sandman, converting to a television show. So what they all thought should happen. Good number of producers have left the project, and now there's a chance that if this paves the way and gets its popularity, which I think it deserves because it is a really good book, some awesome concepts to it, it could open the floodgate for a Sandman, which would be just psychedelic. Like, that thing is... It's like, it's like comic Space Odyssey, except more emo.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah. So gather your mushrooms and peyote, boys and girls. It's going to be a fun ride.
We'll go there together.
I actually have some interesting things. It's not necessarily comic book related, but it is.
We are called Comics Cons and Beyond, so we'll give you that, Bob.
I understand.
So
But for anyone who likes
many
dinosaurs,
exceptions.
I know.
Ooh.
Dinosaurs.
Right. So, there's actually a book coming out, Lost Pages, I guess, from Michael Crichton, one of Michael Crichton's books. It's called Dragon's Teeth, I believe.
Interesting.
So it's
an
actual story. I don't know too much on it because honestly, the synopsis is a little bit complicated, but it's like it has something to do with Native Americans and how they wind up getting involved with some kind of creature or something to do with like bones or something like that. But I thought it was kind of interesting, and I bring that up also because there has been some kind of released information as to next Jurassic Park. That it's going to be kind of like a death race kind of format, so it's going to be...
Roger Corman, yes!
Is this Turok the game?
I'm not entirely sure. From what I heard or what I was reading about it, so the synopsis is that a gentleman winds up getting accused of killing his wife, of course. He
like
didn't.
you do.
I want my wife back.
Yeah.
It was the man with the one arm.
And of course, if you live, you get removed of all of your accusations.
Oh,
And
okay.
He's gonna have to wind up, I assume, either killing dinosaurs or making it through some kind of park or something like that. But I guess it's
A threesome through the park?
make it through.
Oh, you did enunciate. I thought you...
Either way, he's gonna be riding a dinosaur.
He's going to be riding a dinosaur.
May come to that.
Well played, sir.
A little bit interesting. Not quite comic, like I said, but something might be a little bit interesting for you folks out there.
Yeah.
We all love Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
They're
right?
Oh, yeah.
Staples in our industry,
Yeah.
our mind. I
Big
was
time.
scared. So just a little thing. I actually did cover my eyes during most of the dinosaur scenes. I was scared. I was wanting Samuel Jackson to live, but of course that didn't happen.
Samuel,
You can
you
only
mean
dream.
during Kong?
No, I'm talking about Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
Oh
remember
my! It wasn't Samuel Jackson. I'm sorry. I just messed up.
Yeah, that was Kong, dude.
No, it wasn't.
That was Goliath.
I am talking about Jurassic Park. What was the name of the dude?
Jeff
No.
Goldblum.
No, it was the dude that got eaten on the toilet. No,
No,
that was a white dude. That was a
Samuel
white.
Jackson
one on
is
that-
in Jurassic Park.
Is he?
Yeah, he was the
Hold
one
on
that
to your
signed-
butts.
He's one of the
Oh my
scientists.
God!
That's what it
That's
was.
right. Samuel Jackson
I
is in
tried to say it.
everything.
Thank you for that.
That is true, man. Wow.
Saved you.
Our bad.
I saved you. Remember that.
Oh my God.
You owe him one.
X-Men Gold, a new issue launched with. Yeah, a new issue launched, and the artist apparently hid anti-Semitic and anti-Jewish slogans, or I should say hints, inside the background.
It's
There's-
not like this industry wasn't started by us Jews, so, you know.
And the dude has thrown away, obviously, his entire career.
Yeah,
And
pretty
it
much.
got the issue, in issue number 1 of X-Men Gold, it did get recalled, of course, and Marvel got them all back. But you can find them still online for about $200. I don't know why it'd be that special. Like, you see something on Colossus' shirt, you look it up in the Quran, and you're like, oh, look, there's something there. It's terrible. Well, not terrible, but just insulting. And
Yeah.
yeah, so I can't really understand why. I can't understand why he would do that. Like, this was a big project for the guy. This
Yeah.
was going to put his name out there. Don't
Oh,
worry.
yeah.
He had good work under his belt, and now he's just throwing it all away just to make a reference for only 3 or 4 people that
Well,
possibly understand it.
The thing is if it would have become successful and became some kind of weird like controversy thing, you know, like
Spike sales.
meet me outside, how about that kind of stuff? You know, it could have turned around. It could have become
Yeah.
famous for it. So it's hard to say
Dead
specifically.
meme.
Dead
What do
meme?
you want from me?
What?
I want a better meme.
Well, everyone out there knows by now I'm an Alien fan. They did wind up releasing the new Alien comic book, Dead Orbit. It is
That is a
fantastic.
gorgeous cover. Just right.
And the
Absolutely
artwork
is.
inside is even better.
If you guys get a chance, definitely come pick this one up here, Mr. Comics, or anywhere you can. Honestly, it's fantastic. Love it. They did wind up releasing a kind of teaser trailer for the new movie coming out as to kind of what happens to Naomi Rapace's character, as well as David, and it is fantastic. You've got to see it. If anyone's seen Prometheus, I highly recommend it.
What's up, guys? I'm Gamers. I'm here for the Gamers Realm. I'm Jeremy for Comics Cons and Beyond. I'm here joined with
Adam.
and Bob. He has PlayStation. That's pretty cool. What about you, Adam?
What consoles do I own?
No. Where's your gamers thing?
Oh, whatchamacallit? PC Master Race, homie.
Whatever.
That would explain why you're bland.
Yeah.
Bang.
Anyways,
This is my CPU, homie. GP.
Think-
It's
Well,
true.
talking about computer and gaming, League of Legends. I'm back with it as well. With going to be some Overwatch. We're going to get straight into the news. Level up now in your knowledge. We have League. The spring split just ended, and guess who won? In North America, we have TSM, reigning champions, beat C9 again, but it was so close. It was like 3-2, 3-2 matches. I'm excited for spring invitationals, something like that.
You
MSI,
like boys now?
yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
I mean, League does that all the time. I mean, look at they make broken champions. They're cheesing everyone. Are you guys following along here?
There's a
I'm
word there,
listening.
and there was this other thing. Was a guy with the sword, and he cuts out the dude with the sword, and he's like not enjoying that.
We'll
sword.
just run it right here, okay? Anyways, TSM overpowered C9 in the first 2 games and took the last game with no problem at all. C9 did put up a threat in the second game, but still wasn't that much. Third and fourth game, they reined in victory. Sadly, it wasn't enough. But speaking of not enough, we do not have enough Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite has released trailers already, theatrical, so we know that Ultron's going to be there, but he's actually synced up with, I think it was Sentry from the Capcom universe. And you see all of Capcom and Marvel working together, so Mega Man's back in there, both Mega Mans. And you had some interaction with Rocket Raccoon and Mega Man.
Even Chris Redfield was in there for a little bit too.
Yep.
There was that one Mega Man. Like, sure. Just side note, Mega Man could be a series that could be picked up, and the only thing we keep getting are strange side quests. Like
Number
the guy
9.
You mean
Yeah, exactly.
Sonic equivalent games?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Like, you can make Mega Man. You could make it. It's even a side scroller. I don't care if it has to be like 3D realm. If you just make a side scroller, make it Castlevania-ish, or what's it called? What's the term? Castle Metroid or Metroidvania? Metroidvania is the phrase for that
That's
type
the
of
one.
game.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. I wish it's deep in my soul. That little dark thing that howls at night.
Definitely. And not only that, but we're also seeing a lot of Resident Evil characters coming back. We have not only Thor in an amazing armor, but you have Iron Man, you have Cap, you have the whole roster of Marvel. But I didn't see any X-Men. At least I did you guys see X-Men in there?
I didn't really see any X-Men. I also don't really recall Spider-Man though. Was he in there as well?
Spider-Man was in there, I think, for a little bit.
Yeah, maybe just for one little brief second. So
They may release it later.
Yeah.
But another thing is that it's no longer 3 people in each team. You can only choose 2, but the synergy is still as amazing as always. Anything else you guys want to add to this gaming news? Because we need to have more knowledge points.
There's actually something I wanted to pick up, which is almost comic related at the time. Was I just found out about this? It was a Kickstarter that apparently had launched. I was waiting for it and I missed it, even though I funded part of it. There's a comic book
miss it?
because I'm not an organized adult. Hence, I'm in a comic book shop going to spend a bunch of money to buy a bunch of toys. That's life.
Okay, I can't
Priorities
argue
are
there.
actually set.
What was it? Oh yeah, so Battle Chasers. It was a comic book that launched in 2009, or it kind of wrapped up around there, and the entire series kind of went nowhere. Not nowhere as in it trailed off. It just stopped abruptly. The artist moved on to another project. Now, apparently in January, he just launched the game Battle Chasers Night Raid, which is then with some of the proceeds and also popularity is going to relaunch a comic book series that has long since been dead and a favorite of mine. But this game, I actually just bought it today because I just found out about it. I'm extremely excited for this concept of using Kickstarter, because especially for a PlayStation game, not too many Kickstarter games make it to PlayStation.
That's true. It's mainly just hyped up indie games.
Exactly.
Like Limbo and Limbo 2.
Some
Stardew
people
Valley.
do. I never got into Limbo, but some people swear by that. I
Limbo's
even saw
good.
tattoos.
It's a beautiful
of it.
game.
Yeah.
It's a really good
It's
game.
a really beautiful game.
Otherwise, in video game news, I know there was more talk about what they're expecting from Destiny. By the way, if you haven't seen the Destiny 2 trailer, tomorrow I bought Destiny in the whole spiel, and I was really angry towards the end. That trailer was so funny and clever because of what it has the dude from Firefly, Nathan Fillion. That dude can just sell me anything. I'm honestly considering buying this game just because Nathan Fillion's talking in it. It's disgusting. I think I have this crazy man crush on him, and I'm not ashamed. Like,
Do you have
subscribe,
hope?
Nathan Fillion. Looking at you.
Anyways, Bob, what do you think? What do you got?
To elaborate a little bit on the Destiny thing, because God only knows too many of us have wound up losing our souls to that game. I just had to stop playing it, and luckily I wound up actually breaking free of it at some point.
After the DLCs came out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
They
after
needed it.
the Taken King was
Yeah.
kind of my escape route. I don't know. I don't know. It is funny. It's witty, and
It's
it
witty as
definitely
hell.
makes you, turn an eye.
But that doesn't say anything about gameplay at
But
all. It
and
just shows
and we
clever
might wind
writing.
up, is this going to be an elaboration on campaign? Because God only knows that for anyone who played the first Destiny, you just played multiplayer.
Yeah.
There was really no campaign. It was a debauchery because the story writer
Left with the project.
left
and they had
with
to
the project.
reconstruct it in less than a year.
Mid-project.
Yep.
But speaking about lack of campaign, EA, I'm looking at you, because they actually got into our good graces with Battlefront 2. We have space battles and single-player campaign.
Yeah.
And split screen.
Just a small complaint.
Darth Maul.
No, not Darth Maul. I'm fine with the whole universe.
Okay.
I'm fine if you break all canon, but there is no galactic chess.
Galactic Conquest?
Yes.
There is.
No, they're
It's
saying that's not
all
going to be in the mode.
Yeah, it is.
Mistaken. Then.
It's
So
well, I mean, it might be. It's rumored that they're going to put it in not, but it's not confirmed right away.
Okay. That's my favorite mode.
well, to carry through with the general female lead character role that we've seen in all of the Star Wars movies, they are also having another female character for the game actually.
oh, really?
Yep, and you're going to be playing.
Oh, yeah, that
as-
Stormtrooper Elite.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mm.
Special Forces. They're weird little, like, Death Star TIE Fighter mix
And
up.
from what it looks like, the trailer that they've seen, you kind of pick up where they see the Death Star explode.
Mhm.
So, that's exciting. We'll see if it kind of carries through into maybe a little bit before the Force Awakens kind of storyline.
As long as we don't go to Force Awakens 2. No Force Awakens 2. I don't want to see Chewie die like that. Why
It's hard on us all, I know.
Yes.
Bring it
But remember, we still have hope because the New Hope will be included with the original prequels. They're coming back for Battlefront 2, as well as the prequels and sequels. All of it's coming back. We're gonna have Darth Maul playable, thank God, because he's the only thing that's really cool about this prequels. I mean, can you?
I mean, he is Darth
Grievous was not as cool as Darth Maul. I just want to put that
Well,
out there.
Grievous, do you know he actually got lazy? Lucas got lazy during the animation.
Yeah.
And he got tired of trying to choreograph the forearms. He's like,
And
"Let's
he
get him off."
kept it with like 2 as well, with
Whatever.
most of it.
But no, Clone Wars was sick.
Yeah.
The Clone,
Oh.
Clone Wars Grievous was
That
fantastic.
was so awesome. Oh, and I love when Mace Windu walked up. He's like, sees him all be all intimidating. He's like, "You don't use the Force," and just crushes his rib cage. Like the noobs, all the Padawans didn't even think of it. He's like, "Come on, guys, it's just a guy. Just crush his face real quick."
What can you do?
That was awesome. That show was just beyond good.
But I think that wraps it up. Do you guys have anything else to put in?
I mean, I get a little mention. I know that we previously mentioned the Nintendo Switch coming out. So
Zelda.
we haven't kind of gone back to that, unfortunately.
So much money for one game.
What I'd like to mention is that it is a fantastic system. I enjoyed it. Zelda's probably to date one of my favorite games.
I feel like you're gonna bring it up, but
if anyone who's not lived under a rock, which I feel like sometimes, there are people out there, a lot of people have actually been kind of experiencing a little bit of difficulty with it. Whether or not it's been scuffing the screen, sometimes people are experiencing actual bricking of the entire console.
I've been hearing that as well.
The
That is not good.
one of the left controllers, actually, I believe it's the left controller. Actually,
Left
winds up-
joystick?
Yeah, it actually will wind up disconnecting from the actual console, so people will have to reconnect it several times,
Oh,
and they'll
God.
be right next to it.
And a slight bend on the right side of the screen. Too,
Yeah.
the plastic warping.
Yep.
Well, hopefully they fix it in any future updates or when they make new Wii remotes.
It's a new product, so I believe of Mario Kart 8
Oh yeah,
for the Switch, so that's exciting.
that is.
That's the one game I've played since the beginning of my gaming life till now.
It's hard to go wrong.
It's such a winning competition of such a simple concept.
But I almost forgot. Let me trace back with Tracer in D.Va with Overwatch, because Overwatch has been released a new mission side quest that you have to go in right away. D.Va, if you play her for a few rounds in Heroes of Storm, you get Officer D.Va in game, and let me just say, D.Va never lets us down with a new skin. You also have other stuff coming out, little hints to, I think some new updates to the newest hero, the robot chick. I always forget her name, mainly because she's not as important as D.Va in my opinion. Oh, come on. She doesn't need to be nerfed.
I'm sorry. What's a blast radius right now for when she does the whole self-detonate thing? Like,
And we don't talk about that.
it's an entire flag. I'm just saying. Like,
We just need to remember, D.Va is the best.
Don't worry,
Besides May.
don't wrong. I love D.Va, but for very different reasons. Also, the fact that
I think
she's a
everyone-
StarCraft champion.
Getting real
so
dark,
it's just
Sure.
real quick.
Yeah. Anyways,
metagaming.
I think that's enough knowledge points for you guys.
Yeah.
We're going to hold off to here. Hope you guys did enjoy. Once again, this is Gamers Realm. I think now we owe them a great conclusion to this video.
Yes, we do.
So leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more videos every time we post.
Mm-hmm.
And always hit that bell as well to get notifications every time we're up.
Ding, ding, just like that. Until next video, I'm Lawrence.
Adam.
Jeremy.
And Bob.
We'll see ya.